Not messing around today.
Man, we're getting right to it.
Let me get my microphone set.
I didn't even get to finish my beef stick. Episode 1100, season 24.
Season 24.
Am I close? I'm glad I had a pop filter. I just spit beef chunks on it.
I really should have waited because I didn't even grab myself root beer.
Oh.
You got your empty glass.
Yeah, I brought the empty to fill it up, and I forgot to fill it
If
up.
only someone took their time to press the music.
Nope. We're running straight ahead.
In reality, season 3, episode 6, grandiose episode 37. So a little short of our goal of 1100, but we're making progress. And we went, what did we do yesterday?
We went skwirking.
Skwirkin, and that's when you go ski, but pretend you're working.
Trademarked.
Hashtag trademark.
But yeah, we went to Eldora, and they still don't have a 29-inch base, or even close.
Well, I think that you're wrong. They have a 29-inch base and some 30-inch rocks.
They have a 29-inch base in the Woodward Terrain Park.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably where they're measuring, underneath the jumps.
It was awesome.
It was great.
We had a great day. It was fashionably warm, as it usually is in January in the 40s.
Naturally.
And they've done a great, and being all serious, they've done a great job. They weren't running the snowmakers yesterday because it was warm, but it looks like they had done some major damage, meaning covering it with snow, over the last couple of weeks because it was a little bit cooler for a while. And they have the Corona lift open, but no runs open back there, but they look like they're ready.
Yeah, they're really close. Really close.
If it's supposed to get cold this weekend, we're at January 15th, and this is sad, but the skiing's going to get better in Colorado because of the cold weather, and the skiers are going to be able to make snow.
Yeah.
Because there's no snow in the forecast in any foreseeable 14-day forecast, which is
crazy.
Traditionally unreliable.
Yeah.
But even 10-day forecasts, which are a little bit more reliable, there's no snow. And in the 5-day forecast, which is even more reliable, there's absolutely no snow.
Yeah, it's worrisome.
I don't want to be like a downer, but it is time to have an honest conversation on what's happening to our planet.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say? This is global warming?
I think it's fair to say.
Is global warming real?
Apparently, if you just looked at it from a statistical standpoint and took all the politics out of it, the thermometers are not lying. That 6 of the 10 hottest years in recorded history are in the last 10 years.
Which is 1890 in Colorado, correct?
And then the other 3 of those happened since 2012. So effectively, in the last 15 years, all 10 of them. 9 of 10, I think.
9 of 10.
So and it's affecting skiing, and that's making us cranky and getting us political. Who caused this?
The billionaires? Is that? I feel like that's what I was being set up to say.
You know what's fair is you got to blame somebody. I think that's fair. And
It's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
I drive an electric car, so it can't be my fault.
I recycle and drive an electric car. How about you, Dylan?
Yeah, I sometimes recycle.
Yeah,
Back to skwirking.
It's
the worst conditions and this is not, you can call it opinion, but I think there's nobody in the state except the social media manager for each ski area that would disagree that the ski area is, I think I saw Wolf Creek is the only ski area that's 100% open, and they're at like a 50-inch base, which is great. If we had a 50-inch base, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yep.
But that's not a lot for them either. Like they usually have a much deeper base, but they're open. But everywhere else is partially open because of the snow.
Yeah, which is crazy. I mean, we were talking about last year at this time, Dylan,
365 days. Exactly.
365 days. Exactly. Dylan rode the meat sled.
Yep.
We were skiing top to bottom at Mary Jane, skiing the trees.
And it wasn't just freshly opened.
No.
No, I think some of us were there the week before, and that wasn't even the first week that Pano was open.
Yeah, the mountain was 100% open.
Yeah.
So unfortunate, and yeah, not to be bearer of bad news, but it's unlikely that it's going to recover this year.
Yeah.
That the odds are slim that we would need February, March, and April to equal 150% of a typical spring. Each of those months would have to be plus 150.
Yeah.
And that's maybe it has happened before.
Yeah.
So it has happened. We have had months like that. And all of everything I'm saying is, I don't know what I'm saying. I just got it off of Gemini.
And we'll see. I mean, it's, if you're on the camp of global climate change and you look at El Nino, which I think is the pattern we're at, you expect heavy late season snow. So maybe we're about to get buried.
Starting in February,
Yeah.
and what's prevented the snow is a high pressure area that's covered the west and pushed everything up north.
Yeah.
There's places up north that are having a great time skiing today.
Yeah.
So, and we had a great time skiing yesterday. It's still fun. It's still worth getting out there. It's like, has anybody skied any real trees in Colorado this year? Probably not.
Yeah.
Like the trees at Eldora, you wouldn't need snowshoes. You could wear tennis shoes and walk through the trees because there's no snow.
Yeah.
I actually managed to go skiing last weekend, and I went to Mary Jane. My day was probably very different than yours. I did 11 runs, and I think I was just looking at it. My elevation accumulation was 1,300 feet.
13,000.
1,300.
That has to be a miscalculation.
No, it's not. It was 11 runs on the goose. So I got to spend the day with the kids. It was a blast.
The fam jam.
Fam jam. Man, vibes were good. Like, it was nice to be skiing, for one, seeing my kids ski. Like, Riley's independently skiing, and he's just like, another.
Nice.
Super fun. It was definitely a stark reminder of the conditions, because I think they opened to say they could be open for the 50-year anniversary is my thought. Like, the goose could be open, and like we talked about last week, like to get back and forth. It's rough. Like, you're in the Utah lot, which is like at the bottom of that Challenger lift, and you look up and I see trees on Sleeper, like pretty much to the grass.
Oof.
Yeah.
And so Challenger wasn't open. Just Super Gauge and like the Pony Express and stuff that's like underneath Super Gauge. So yeah, it's a lot of grass out there. And
it's warm. Like today, it's warm.
Yes.
The snow is melting in the mountains today because we're down at 5,000 feet here in Boulder, and it's 60 some degrees today, 64 degrees. And I saw it was 43 up at Eldora.
yeah, I mean, it
So
was
snow's
like,
melting.
it was like Bluebird spring skiing. Like,
But fun.
but it was,
Yeah,
it was a
so
great
fun.
time.
And the kids don't care.
The kids don't. I mean, honestly, it's ideal for the kids. I mean, because what's a bigger mood killer for a kid trying to learn how to ski? Probably wind and cold and snow.
Yeah.
So
Powder.
Yeah. The snow is good. I mean, other than every once in a while you fall and you hit some dirt. And I was saying, like, there was like a good 2-foot sidestep hill to climb to get to the lift because it's designed for a certain snowpack that's not there. So it was good practice for Riley to be sidestepping up hills.
And I assume you're seeing some improvement, and their skiing is developing.
100%. Yeah, man, the 3-day straight lesson camp in Taos was game changer for them.
Nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, and this snow drought is actually what it's called. The snow drought does stretch down into New Mexico and parts of the West, and even some of the Northwest is getting hit by it too. It's like kind of a lot of the West. I know California has gotten a substantial amount of moisture this year, which has helped them out. But a lot of the West is being affected by this snow drought, not just Colorado.
Yeah, totally. Well, and I heard a meteorologist in Denver, she was talking about on the Front Range, we are our average snowfall for the Front Range by the end of January is 27 inches, and we're currently just under 8 inches, which is insane.
You know what's funny? Not funny. That wasn't the right term.
Not funny, haha.
Something that I don't do, but that is fun, is sledding.
Yeah.
Not happening.
No
sledding.
not.
What are they doing at the park in Denver where they have the rail jam and stuff? Are they making snow there, or is that
That's a great
place
question.
on hold too? We should look
I
into
can't
that.
imagine they could
Make snow, because even
Yeah.
it didn't freeze the last few nights. Yeah, and Marcus, you pulled up some places that were way down, and it's not just the snow. People aren't coming to Colorado to ski.
Yeah.
And some of these places, is it true? Beaver Creek was down 45% in December.
So that's over the Christmas break. So according to Slopes, their ski data, Slopes traffic was down 45%.
And that's not probably scientific, but it's very indicative
It is.
of what's happening.
And I imagine, think about this, Slopes users are probably people who ski more often. So if people
Without a
who
doubt.
ski often were down 45%, that's significant.
Or maybe the ones that are, suggestive of, oh, like I'm not going to go skiing today. It's not a good day. Versus the people that maybe don't use the data and just like go do their Christmas vacation no matter what.
Right.
So it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, and I would think it would affect people on vacation. It's a big lift to come all the way to Colorado
Yeah.
and not have skiing. But also, if you're not an advanced skier, it's not the worst season ever.
Right.
Because we skied blues and greens yesterday at Eldora, and it was great.
What they had open, like they had done a really good job.
My blues and greens are
a rock,
solid
but-
this year.
Yeah, same. I mean, I haven't seen a black this year, so
Have not skied a black diamond
Yeah.
this year, which is too bad.
it is too bad.
It hurts. It's hard not to. It's hard to talk about much else besides the snow drought, the snout.
Skwirkin on the snout. You can't. That's what's so hard is like I haven't been up to Copper or Winter Park or anything this year. I haven't because I can't bring myself to drive that much. When I know it's going to be good. I know they're doing a good job at what they can, but it's not what I want to be skiing. And if I'm going to ski what I don't want to be skiing, then I'll drive 30 minutes.
If I'm going to ski blues and greens, I just assume do them at Eldora.
Yeah.
I do know up at Copper, which is a blue, but Andy's Encore is open, and there's one of the advantages. There's longer runs and higher in elevation, which is going to equal better snow. But
True.
One of the places, and not just to keep tooting Eldora's horn, but they have all those irrigation pipes on every run, so they're prepared to make snow everywhere. Keystone's kind of the same. That I'll bet Keystone. And maybe we need to go up there. They have a fantastic snowmaking system. And so I'll bet they're doing what they can do as long as it gets cold enough, because it has to get down to a certain temperature to be able to make snow at night. And I'm looking here, 50% is basically what the watershed bases are at. They're at 50% of what they need to be at or less.
Right.
And then I think we're going on and on about the snow drought. But the other thing is, this is going to be the bad gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
That this is going to affect runoff. It's going to affect whitewater kayaking and things like that. Like the whitewater season is going to last like a half hour.
Right.
Like it's going to peak for a couple days and be gone if we don't get substantial snow. And then the rivers are going to not be snow melt, which means they're warmer and less oxygen in the rivers, which also affects fish.
Well, I feel
and
like
fishing.
How will Coors even make their beer?
Good.
They're going to run out of Coors beer.
I couldn't be happier for him.
Is this all punishment because of the guy in Telluride that closed the mountain?
It is. That's 100%.
Well, somebody had to take the blame for this.
Somebody had to. He's the one. You know what? If he hadn't been so greedy this year, we would have had snow.
And sorry, we're skipping around. All related to the snout.
All related to the snout.
That we said Beaver Creek was down 45%, but the whole state is down.
Yeah.
Did you mention that?
I didn't.
The whole state is down 22%. And again, that's in case we're talking in code. There's an app that a lot of people run on their Apple Watch or on their phone that records their skiing, and then they're reporting data because skiers typically don't brag about.
Yeah,
and some of them are publicly owned.
Yeah.
So they don't brag about record low skiers. So the place you have to get information on things like that is typically not from the ski area because they'll fess up on that stuff after the season, but this time of year they're not gonna freak their shareholders out and stuff by saying we're down 20%. But slopes users are down 22% over last year. And you know what? That number is even lower for me. I'm on my 5th ski day of the year, and yesterday was 23 ski days.
That's crazy.
And so I'm a little bit back, and I need 150% to catch back up. I think for me it's hopeless because we get busy and start working.
Yeah.
So I hope it snows, but it's going to be hard to get caught back up.
Yeah, I have 5 days this year. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 9 by this time last year.
Yeah, so
I'm down just
40%.
under 40%. Yeah.
What? And then what do you? Yeah, I see you have a note here for Telluride. The bookings were down 50%.
Right, which
and that's obviously is the ski area is closed. There's lots of fun things to do in Telluride besides skiing, but most people don't come for those other things.
Yeah. And so like that's people in town are noticing that they're like 50% down over the amount of traffic that they've had, bookings, hotels, lodging, all kinds of stuff. That's mostly because of the fear of the strike. I mean, obviously there's the combination of the snought, snow drought. Obviously there's a combination of that. That's a factor, but it was the strike because they said it's still going on.
Right. Yeah. And
not the strike. Sorry. Just to be clear, the strike has come back, but people are still not coming back to the slopes yet because of the strike.
Well, nobody booked a trip in December to go to Telluride in April or any other month.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't clear when it was going to open back up. And as you said, it is open back up, but now they have the same problem every other ski area has in the state is a lack of snow.
Yeah.
And so, Dylan, real quick, since we do things in such a cohesive order, back to Mary Jane last Saturday?
Sunday, I think.
Sunday. So you probably had to get on the road by like 11:30 noon?
Yeah, I was trying to stay early and turned into about 2:30.
And how'd that work out?
It was an hour and 15 minutes to Empire.
From Mary Jane?
From Mary Jane.
Did you guys walk?
We should have. We literally should have with the children.
And then how was I-70 when you got on that?
I-70 wasn't bad. From Eldora to home was to Golden was probably about 45 minutes, and that should be 30.
From Empire?
From Empire.
Yeah.
And so that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it was moving. It was fine. It was just to Empire, and man, is like what's weird is there wasn't an issue in Empire. It was just
except there's a 25 mile an hour or 35 mile an hour speed zone.
That's it. It was just the bottleneck of stoplights and people going 25, 30 miles an hour, and like obviously I've seen it slow down there and on high traffic days, but not to the top of the Continental Divide. It was walking pace from the top of the divide to Empire.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
And man, like
how'd the fam deal with it?
You know what? They did great. Because
it's not so bad if everybody in the car is playing it cool, but if you have one person that's like freaking out because they're ready to be done, that makes it hard.
No, they did good. They did good on the way up too, which wasn't bad. We what time do you think you need to get to Mary Jane in the morning to get a parking spot in the Utah lot?
And I'm just going to base this off regular seasons, 7 a.m.
You think it's like full at 7?
I think you can probably get a spot in the back or the corner, but if you get there at like 7 a.m., you're parking in a normal spot.
We rolled up at about 8:05 and the lot was full.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
I was surprised. I was a little bit surprised.
I park one lot up from that. I think it's called the G lot. And
Corona.
is that what it is? The one up high. But if you park up there, I'm one up from that. Sorry, you're talking about at the base area?
No, base is .0.
Okay.
And then Utah is Challenger.
Okay, so and then the one up from there is Corona?
I'm pretty sure.
So then I park in Corona, and same thing. I usually get there about 7 a.m., but a lot of times I'm like the first car to park in there.
Yeah.
And there's not a huge advantage to parking in there, except your dogs people are expecting loose dogs.
It must have only just filled up because we parked on the road just out like next to the full sign. So it was fine.
So it's busy.
It was busy. Yeah. I don't really know where everybody went. You know, like I said, I mean, it was the Galloping Goose and the Super Gauge that was open. You know what? Actually, I take that back. I think I realized after the fact that might have been like the first weekend that they opened up Sunnyside and like Edelweiss and like the whole thing around. So I guess that spreads people out a little bit, but obviously the Goose isn't standing room only.
Yeah. So and if you don't know, the Galloping Goose is like a beginner lift. I don't know, 25, 30 vertical feet, 50 vertical feet, something not huge. But is there any lift lines on that, or is it just get on and go?
Get on and go. Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, it's awesome. And like I said, the vibes were so good that like everyone there is just like, I'm skiing with my kids. You know, like, it's no like, terrible season. It's like, good day to be alive.
That's awesome.
Dylan's having a better ski season than we are.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. I mean, it sucks to be so negative, and there's so many positive things about skiing. And as we mentioned, we had a great day yesterday, but it's like not what we typically do. And so,
right.
And then,
especially not this time of year.
I promised myself that if it stays like this, I'll still just ski once a week.
Yeah.
Which is for some people, that's a whole ski season. But usually this time of year, I'm 3 or 4 days a week. And I'm going to hope to get 1 day a weekend if it stays like this.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's still fun to go fast and the wind blowing your hair, and it was bluebird, and
skiing, even like blues, is still better than not skiing.
They say that about fishing. They say a bad day fishing is better than a good day doing anything else or something like that.
I don't agree with that. I hate fishing.
I agree with the sentiment about fishing.
No, I get it. Hey, look, doing something you enjoy, even if it's not the best day in the world, is better than doing almost anything else.
So, and things to do, like that's been the other weird side of this whole thing is I live at 7,200 vertical feet, and so I usually have snow from October to late March, and it's bone dry up where I live, and so I've been able to ride my mountain bike.
Yeah, which is crazy.
It's crazy.
Speaking of bone dry, just to whiplash us again, it took me so long to find information on the rail yard in Ruby Hill because there isn't much, because there was one post 10 days ago on their Instagram, which apparently from Googling, that's like where you get your info about Ruby Hill. As of January 5th, 60 degrees every day. No, we're not open. No, we don't know when we'll open. Yes, we want to. It's not cold enough to make snow. And there's a picture of just brown grass.
Brown grass.
Man.
Oh,
brown
man.
grass.
It's unfortunate. Cross our fingers that it turns around.
Yeah.
And we talked about, like, there's two different turnarounds. 2 feet of snow would make for good skiing, but wouldn't fix the snowpack problem. And I think we should all be rooting for the snowpack problem to get fixed, which will also fix the skiing, but just the effects that this is going to have on forest fires and things like that. The last time we had a bad winter turned into a bad forest fire summer. And I think that was 2012, and that was the year of the Hayman fire in Colorado.
Well, another year that we had talked about that was similar to this year, wasn't this bad, but it was similar, was 21 Marshall Fire as well.
Yes, and then that year turned around. We had a huge February, March, and April.
Yeah.
So we'll cross our fingers for that, and the weather pattern, hopefully this high pressure moves I think we want it to move south, or we want it to just go away altogether. But if it moves south, it would allow the storms that are hitting the north to come in and get us a little bit. So anyway, Marcus, I know you want to talk about your Instagram post.
I do. There's an Instagram post that I saw. I just came across. And I was like, oh, that's interesting to see it written down like that. And then I saw Unofficial Networks posted, and I kind of love it that Unofficial Networks said it's official. Vail might be overrated. But so the post that all of this derives from.
This isn't what I thought we were talking about.
The Instagram post is about how expensive it is to ski at Vail, and it compares it to skiing at a ski resort called Bansko in Bulgaria. And I'll let you get to it. But it says 3-day lift pass Vail, and that's if you were to buy it like right now, a 3-day lift pass, $852. 3-day ski rental at Vail, $276. So not including any kind of travel, it would cost $1,128 for a 3-day ski trip to Vail. At Bansko in Bulgaria, $200 3-day lift pass, $60 3-day ski rental, and a travel package getting you there from Vail would, including lodging, is $682, bringing the total to $943, which is 100 plus change lower than Vail.
I've heard a lot of similar sentiments about traveling to like Japan,
Yeah.
which
I'm going to have a hard time piling on Vail with you guys on this one.
No, I want you gotta. What we discovered when we started looking into it, it's like, yeah, look, yes, you can fly to.
What's
Bulgaria.
their motto?
Let me see.
Because there's no place like Vail.
yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Is like you're comparing like the world famous top place to ski versus.
I will give Bansko, right?
Bansko.
I will give them this. I guarantee they have better snow right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So we looked at it too. How many runs does Vail have? It was 270.
I think it was 254 is what they claim.
And then Bansko had 20.
I mean, that's kind of like comparing it to like Eldora.
Yeah.
Which I do think Eldora is a much better value.
Yeah, right.
And the nightlife at Eldora, I know there isn't any.
I was like, what? I guess you can go to Ned.
Well, I get it. Like, I get like the article is valid in the sense that
it's crazy you could fly somewhere to ski.
Skiing is way overpriced in the United States, almost everywhere. And then you add that on to just getting there and how everything's overpriced. It's a valid argument.
Yeah.
But
it's not comparing apples to apples, but it does kind of open your eyes to I could fly to a different country.
Could fly to Europe and ski and potentially save money over going somewhere really close.
And that's assuming you're not traveling to Vail. Like I would consider that the correct price for us. Driving hour and a half isn't really traveling. But if you're coming from out of state,
yeah, you're paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one number that seems high on that though is the equipment rental.
Well, don't rent at Vail.
Yeah,
well, what's the equipment rental price for 3 days, right?
Yeah, 3 days it was $276 at Vail.
I'm pretty sure my dad just rented from Larson's in Lakewood for a day for $40. Which, like, if you fly into Denver, stop there on your way up.
Yeah,
you should.
I got to be honest. I think that price, I would be a little surprised. I'm sure you can find a place in Vail for that price.
Yeah.
But if you were to go to the gondola and then look around and find your place from that position in Vail, there's no way you're getting $276 for 3 days. Is my opinion.
Way more.
It'd be more. We could find out. Like we could.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you can look online, but I mean, it's interesting. Yes, I get it. But if you can rent for $60 at this other, let's even act like it's Eldora. Which that's probably more than Eldora for a 3 day, or that's probably less than Eldora for a 3 day ski pass. But if you can rent for $60 at Eldora, like, yeah, would it be better to go to Eldora? I mean, coming from out of state? It depends. If you have the money and you want to go ski one of the best resorts in the world, you want to go ski one of the best resorts in the world. But if you're looking for, I don't know, an experience, for me, it would be better to go, because I don't have an Epic Pass, which would have been cheaper than doing this.
Right. And I agree. Like, the experience you get at Vail can only be appreciated by some. And it's not advanced skiers or beginner skiers, but I have friends that ski in Leadville at Ski Cooper, and they have the time of their lives there. Yeah. And would they appreciate Vail? Probably not, to be honest with you. If you're having the time of your life at Ski Cooper or at Eldora, for that matter, you might not appreciate the vastness of Vail, like how big it is and how many you can ski it. I mean, it takes weeks to ski the whole mountain there.
Yeah.
Weeks.
Totally.
And a lot of ski areas you can ski in one day.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many people appreciate it. I agree with that in the sense that price is only worth it. Well, first of all, if you have the money.
Right.
But only worth it for certain people. And I would think, I'm not talking about your ability in skiing, but more that you're an experienced skier, that you've been to Aspen, you've been to Park City, and then you can see this other top tier resort and compare it.
Yeah, honestly, it's possible that I wouldn't fully appreciate Vail because I've been to 4 resorts in Colorado. I think I would see the difference. Like, I'm aware of how big those resorts are, and going to Vail, that's how does Vail compare? Remind me, how does Vail compare to Aspen?
I mean, this is just opinion, but for one, and I'm not saying this is a plus, it's like 3 times bigger. It's twice as big.
I more so meant size.
Yeah, it's twice as big as Snowmass, but it's 3 or 4 times bigger than like Aspen Mountain or Aspen Highlands. As far as advanced skiing, it doesn't compare with those. Yeah. Well, we're just talking about Aspen Mountain and Aspen Highlands. It doesn't compare at all with those. Those have legendary advanced skiing. I always joke about Vail as having good adult skiing.
Yeah.
There is good advanced skiing at Vail, but it's not like tons of it like it is at Aspen Highlands. There's 40 or 50 world-class double diamond runs.
Totally.
And Vail has, maybe 5 or 10. The thing that makes Vail special to me is how vast it is.
Yeah.
That you can go on like an inbound ski adventure. And if you start on the west side of the ski area, we frequently do, and go all the way over to the east side of the ski area and come back, that's your whole day.
Yeah.
It's like
which is kind of cool.
Sounds fun. Yeah.
You're
never
like on
touch the same thing again.
Yeah, you can just ride each lift like one time and then ski down a mountain, go up the other side, ski down a mountain. And that's fun. I also love just doing repeats at a place like Eldora on like Brian Glades.
Yeah.
But like a lot of times, at least when I go to Vail, it's more of like an adventure day.
Yeah.
And they have good snow, but that's like geographic stuff that I don't know anything about Bansko.
Yeah.
And
the pictures are great at Bansko.
And all the ski areas in Colorado get good snow.
Yeah.
Like we have this low water content snow that's light and typically soft and doesn't like pack down real well. So I'd like to go to Bansko, and I'm not going to defend Vail as a good deal or anything like that.
Right.
Because it's not.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, basically, anytime you're buying day passes, you're not going to get a good deal in U.S. ski resorts.
Which the pricing, we've talked about this, so not to beat a dead horse, but the pricing in skiing in America is not sustainable.
Yes.
It's going to come crashing down, and hopefully this season isn't what causes it, because spending $1,000 on a pass is a big lift. Mm-hmm. And then if you've only used it a couple times because the skiing's not great, it's going to be hard. And don't fall into this trap if you're if you love the sport, but it's going to be hard in April if the season's already come to a close.
Yeah.
To shell out another $1,000 for a ski pass. But I would say don't fall into this trap yet.
Right. Yes.
But what if we had another bad year next year? I mean, then it's like it's going to be hard to talk about $1,000 ski passes. And we talked amongst ourselves of, I believe it was Stevens Pass, that the road got washed out, and Vail owns that ski area, and they're talking about providing some financial release for their pass holders, which I think is great. But they're never going to provide financial relief for their pass holders because of weather.
Yeah. No.
Like this was a road that was washed out to get to the ski area.
Yeah.
But because of weather, if this baby wraps up next week, and I'm not even saying they're wrong. You're on your own.
Right.
Act of God.
Yeah. Very much so.
So, well, let's hope it does turn around. Is there a ski report for Bansko? Can you tell if they?
Ooh, let's see.
Like,
I was
what their
just trying to
base
look
is?
at it, and it's my ignorant American self is having a hard time understanding meters and centimeters, and but it's interesting because the webcams. I think they have three. One's at 990 meters elevation. Next one is 1620, and the next one is 2550. The low one has 5 centimeters of snow, which
Is not
nothing.
much.
I can realize that. The middle one is 10 centimeters, also nothing. Then the next one, the high one, is 120, which I looked up is 48 inches.
So, and if you look at that mountain, I'm trying to think of a mountain that it reminded me of where there's a lot of skiing down below timberline, but it looked like the majority of the mountain was up above timberline.
That must be that
yeah.
25, 50 meters. It's, I mean, maybe the base of that's only like 8,000 some feet.
Yeah, and I mean that's like I skied in Montana at Big Mountain. I think the top was like 6,700 feet,
Yeah.
which is crazy. That's lower than my sofa. So,
The webcams look decent at the higher elevation ones. I bet they're having a normal year.
well, let's cross our fingers for snow. In the meantime, stay fit. That's why I'm going to ski once a week, which is not much. First of all, once a
Right.
week is a quitter's attitude. But stay fit, leg crunches, stadium stairs. If you can get out and ski. I mean, the blues and greens are fine. It's just
Yeah.
if that's not your main, and they're crowded. It was not crowded yesterday because it was a weekday, and that's why
Yeah.
skwirking,
Yeah.
which
it's
is
important.
a mixture of ski and work,
Yeah.
is the way to go. And if you can afford to skwirk on a weekday, and then this weekend's going to be bonkers because it's MLK weekend,
Right.
and that's
Yes.
usually a big one. That means Monday's a federal holiday, which get on I-70 before 6 a.m. and I would leave these ski areas no later than 12:30. That's me, and I know that's
Yeah.
like a half a day, but 3 hours in traffic, it's going to take more than a half a day of my well-being away from me.
Yeah.
So-
Totally.
So stay fit, be positive. I know this wasn't our most positive podcast, but the facts are out there. The thermometers aren't lying.
Yeah. Totally.
Right now outside, it is 66 degrees here in Boulder, Colorado in January.
Mountain bike.
Mountain bike and
Yeah.
hope for snow.
Yeah.
And hope for snow.
Yeah. Oh, and one last thing. We should have talked about this. We saw somebody be a jerk to the lift op yesterday that they said, don't get on this next chair. You know why they said that?
Because of the.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, there was a reason, though. There was a very obvious reason. There was
They were loading up a toboggan,
Yeah.
and this person was so put out that they couldn't get on the next chair. And then when we came around on the next lap, I don't know if the person was complaining to the lift op, like, you guys can't tell me what to do, or if the lift op was like, you can't talk to us like that. Either way, leave that attitude at home. These people are out there like making our day
Possible.
possible.
Yeah.
And this person was wearing an Atlanta Falcons jersey. You know who you are. I do like people that ski in their team's jerseys. I think like one of the best ski outfits in the world is like a Terrell Davis Broncos jersey and jeans.
Yeah. Legendary.
Dave skis in jeans.
I don't, but I've said before I will. All right, hang in there. Pray for snow, hope for snow, do a snow dance. And if you can get a chance to go out and skwirk, do. And
Squirk the snout.
and hope that the snout ends.